What's going on, guys? I have a crazy busy week this week, and I know there's a lot of people that are new to the channel. My last video blew up, so everybody that's new to the channel, welcome. And yeah, I got a busy week this week. I've been doing a lot of sourcing. Right now I'm driving this U-Haul truck. I did a big car audio buyout a few months ago, but the reason I got the U-Haul truck is I went and picked up the last of the stuff from that guy. I'm going to drop it off at my storage unit, and then in a couple days I'm going to a big trunk sale. It's like a local trunk sale where hundreds of cars set up, cars, trucks with trailers, and they basically have a yard sale, one after the other, and they call it a trunk sale here, and they actually call it the junk in the trunk sale, which is a hilarious name. But yeah, we're going there this weekend, so I'm gonna bring you guys along for that. But yeah, right now I'm gonna unload this stuff at my storage unit and then go back to my warehouse and get some work done. Alright, so I got the truck unloaded. This is my storage unit. This is all car audio stuff that I bought. So I just had some overflow is what I like to call it. Just stuff I didn't really have space for right now at my warehouse. But I want to have this thing cleared out by February because I don't want to spend too much time and too much money on storage costs. But most of these bags are full of random car audio stuff. And then these are a bunch of dead amps. They're all blown or as is. But a lot of them have been selling really well from $25 to $75 each. I usually just start out at auction at around 25 or 30 bucks. And a lot of them have been going off and getting multiple bids. Then we got some speaker boxes, which I'll either sell in a local auction soon or Facebook Marketplace. But yeah, this is just my extra space where I had some overflow storage so I didn't have all this clutter in one spot. Okay guys, it's a few days later. I just got to this trunk sale. You wouldn't think it, but it's 7:30 in the morning. And this is how popular this thing is. Look at these cars rolling in, one after the other at 7:30 in the morning. But I got my wagon, I got my backpack, and I'm ready to go. Sale is now 12:30. It's 5 hours later. I just pulled out of there. It really only felt like I was there for 3 hours. I guess time flies when you're having fun. And one good thing about Florida is we can source year round, and in December we can have cool outdoor sales like this. But one bad thing is 80 degrees and I'm all sweaty and stuff. So I envy you guys that are in the cold, but I'm sure you guys envy us down here for being able to source year round. But I got a lot of really good stuff. As you can see, I filled up the back. So a little bit later, I'll pull this stuff out. After the weekend's over, I get back to my warehouse. I'll pull it out. I'll show you guys what we got. All right, guys, so it's Monday morning. I'm back here at my warehouse, ready to start the work week. So I'm gonna start off with one of my personal favorite things I got that day. It's this Nash 15 Toes skateboard. Now I got this from a guy that follows this channel, and I've seen him out there occasionally. And he's just a fellow reseller, and he's a really nice guy. It's really cool. I went by his booth, and he actually had this in the car. It wasn't even out on the table for sale. And we were just talking, catching up because I hadn't seen him in a few months. And he was telling me that he had a skateboard in the car for me. So he went and grabbed this, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I collect these, so it's not for resale. I really wanted this for my personal collection. So I asked him how much he wanted for it because I was going to buy it from him. And he just gave it to me. He said it was on the house. So if you're watching this video, Kent, I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. So I'm gonna have to cover up part of this item because it's X-rated, but as you can see, these are vintage playing cards and they're brand new in the packages and they have pictures of nude women on them. But these packs are selling for $25 to $35 each. These are in mint condition. And yeah, the packs are still sealed. So these have never been pulled out, never been used. And these are probably hard to find sealed because they look like they're from maybe the late 70s or early 80s. But I was pretty surprised when I looked them up and they were selling for $30, $35 a pack. The lady wanted $10 a pack and she had 10 packs. I really tried to get her down to $70, $80, or $90, but she really wasn't having it. She was very firm at $10 a pack. So I went ahead and gave her $100 for all 10 packs. But even if we sell them for $25 a pack, that's $250, which is a good return on this. And it's a small item, easy to package and ship. Doesn't take up a lot of space around here. So I went by one guy's booth and he had these really, really cool like boots, right? And you could see they're made by a company named Takovas, which I've never heard of that company before. But they're really clean. You could tell he only wore them once, and then he told me that he got them and they were a little too small for him. And they're a big size. I think they're like 13s, right? So a lot of people at the sale were looking at them but not buying them, he was telling me. And I actually got these later in the day. $10 the guy told me on these boots, right? I looked up sold comps. This brand in like new condition is well over $100. I'll easily get 100 out of these, but it could be closer to 150, 175, and I got them for 10 bucks. At the same booth, he had this really cool cooler. It's a Gatorade cooler. Now this I might end up keeping. He said he wanted 15 for this and 10 for the boots, which was kind of funny. But I put the cooler down. He's like, just give me 20 for both. So I went ahead and did it. Now I don't think I'm going to resell this. I think I am going to keep this small cooler because I have a lot of coolers, but I don't have one this size. And this might be good for like when I go golfing with my buddies. I can throw some beer in there or something like that. Now, I always pick these up when I get the opportunity. This is definitely a bolo, and if you guys aren't familiar with what bolo means, it means be on the lookout. So be on the lookout for these. These always sell really well. They're called Seiko Melodies clocks. You want to make sure they work, and you want to check the battery compartment because sometimes they have corroded batteries in them. But the guy had batteries in this at the sale. He showed me that it worked, and this one's really good because it plays all Beatles songs. So the one that plays the Beatles songs tends to usually do really well. I think there's like a list of the songs that are on the clock here, but either way, this is really nice. I paid the guy, he wanted 60 bucks. I paid him $60 for it because I think I should be able to sell it for around 115, maybe 125 plus shipping. So I got this Daisy BB gun. This is another thing to be on the lookout for. Any kind of old BB guns, and they're really easy to look up because they usually have a model name, or they usually have a maker's mark and then a model, right? So like this one is model III, which is basically model 3 in Roman numerals, and it's made by Daisy. And I mean, this thing is as clean as it gets for like a vintage BB gun like this. Still has like the cool ornate filigree, and it's just super clean. And he only had a $22 price tag on there, so I paid him full price, $22, because I think this is like a $70 to $100 BB gun all day, and especially in this condition, it's great. I'll probably get the BBs out of there so it's not making a bunch of noise when I ship it. But yeah, a really nice piece. I was happy to find this, and I couldn't believe it was still at the guy's table because there again, when I found this, the sale had been going on for several hours. From the same guy, I got this nice bayonet. This, I'm not sure what gun this mounts to, but it's serial numbered right here. I always have good luck with these old spike bayonets, which is what this is called, a spike bayonet. He had $25 on there, which I paid. I gladly paid him. It's a nice piece. It's a really long bayonet. They outlawed these by the Geneva Convention. You can't even make bayonets this long anymore, which makes them highly collectible. Next item I got was this OGO Golf Club travel bag. It's in really good condition. It's called the OGO the OGO Straight Jacket. He only used this one time. I pulled it out. It's like perfect condition. You can hardly tell it was used. These are selling for like $60 to $100 now. $100 if it was new, so maybe like 60 or 70 used in perfect condition. And you can see right here, the guy had a $15 price tag. I can put a little bit more packaging in here, tape this thing up. I don't even have to use another box because it's not fragile or anything. So this will be really easy to flip and really easy to ship, and I should triple or quadruple my money on it. Now this is a cool piece, very nostalgic for me. Super Nintendo was like the bomb when I was a little kid. This isn't a sealed box, it's in like a protective SNES game case, but it's the F-Zero game. and you can see like the cool graphics on the back and stuff. And the case, like the case itself, or I'm sorry, the box itself, it does show like some wear. So I don't think this would be like a high grade video game in the box. But the guy showed me it has the game in there, still has the protective sleeve on the bottom of the game. It has all the paperwork. So all the ones that I saw that were complete were selling for like the $60 to $100 range. Now I did gamble a little bit. The guy wanted 40. I tried to get him to come down to 30, but he was firm at 40. So I went ahead and bought this at $40, and I'm hoping I could sell it for maybe like $79.99 plus shipping. If I have to take a deal or send somebody an offer at $69.99, it would still be a good flip. It's a cool item. I'm gonna enjoy having it around, taking pictures of it, and hopefully I'll flip it to a nice collector that will enjoy it more than I do. So there was one seller with all these like hats, and he was giving out good deals. Now you can see there's a bunch of different hats. This one still has the tag on it, and we have all kinds of teams in here. Blue Jays, there's some football teams, Seattle Mariners. This one's probably one of my personal favorite, Tampa Bay. There's a couple of these in there. They're all nice and clean. Now these aren't like high-end hats that are gonna sell for a lot of money, and I don't really like dealing with clothes and hats and things like that. So I'm gonna sell these in my local auction in like large lots. I only paid $10 for all the hats, and I probably got like 30 of them in here. So I can make like 3 lots of 10, and I'm not gonna lose money. And real quick, when I say I'm selling stuff in the local auction, I have my auction business license. There's a local platform where estate sale companies and my company can run auctions on there. So I'll run my entire own auction for my company, and I'll get all the money for it. I'm able to charge a buyer's premium like a regular auction house would, which is 16%. So if an item sells for $100, I actually get $116. So it's a really good deal, and a bunch of local people are shopping on this site. And the cool thing about it is the estate sale companies are all local to our area, like Central Florida, North Central Florida. So we have people in a pretty large demographic that are shopping on the same site, and it's very well established. Then you have 8 or 9 separate companies that are doing their own marketing to get more people to the platform. So everything's selling really good on there, and all the bids start at $5. So it's a lot of like great deals you can get on there. If you hear me say that I'm gonna sell stuff in the online auction, that's what I mean. So here's some more items I got for the local online auction, mainly because it's hard to tell, like these are Michael Kors and stuff. It's hard to tell if these are really authentic or not, and I don't want to have them authenticated. Like even if this wallet was authentic, like what would it be worth? Maybe $20 or $30. So I don't want to go through all that hassle. So all these are going in the online auction. I paid like less than $5 each for each item here, and like I said, the online auction, the bids start at $5. I get the 16% buyer's premium. So if they get bid up past $5, it's just icing on the cake. But I got a few different ones. I got this Michael Kors wallet, pretty nice. Another Michael Kors wallet. This one I thought was cool. We're like an hour from Disney World, so you can't go wrong with Disney stuff around here, or anywhere for that matter. So I got this nice little wallet, nice, clean, looks like it was maybe used once or never used. This brand I'm not familiar with, but I think I've seen it around. Buxton, it's a really nice wallet, but there again, like she had $5 on this, and I think she ended up giving me like 3 wallets for 12 bucks. It's only got like $4 each, and this, and then 2 Michael Kors. And then I picked up this one as well. This is a Coach wallet, and the lady told me this was authentic, but I'm gonna sell it in the local online auction. I'll probably list it as authentic because she seemed to know her stuff. And there again, it's less risk, you know. If I put this on eBay and say it's authentic and it turns out not being authentic, I could really get a ding on my account. I could get suspended. It could create a lot of problems for me. So it's cool to have a local outlet to sell stuff like this and still be able to pick up stuff like this and flip it. Here's a few more items. I got this scanner. Everyone should have one of these scanners because like you can scan items on eBay, on Amazon, anything that has a barcode. I'll just put my cursor in the search bar and scan it, and it'll come up and show me like some sold comps and things like that. So it is a time saver, but mainly we sell a lot of CDs because I did buy that big CD buyout like I was telling you earlier, and like almost every CD has a barcode. So we scan them, and then I click sell similar, make a draft, and then I'll have someone else take all the photos if I have an employee here that day, and we can crank out dozens and dozens and dozens of CDs in one day using the scanner, me sitting at the computer making the drafts and having a photographer take the picture. I got these really nice Adidas golf shoes. I wouldn't recommend buying golf shoes all that often unless they're like really special. They don't tend to sell very fast, but these are really nice. And I know these are called Adidas Tour 360. So these are like tour shoes. They've only been worn a few times. You could see they still have like the Boost logos on the sole there, which is always a good indicator that they haven't been worn that much. And the lady only wanted $5, and I think I should easily be able to sell these for 49 or 59 plus shipping. This is another item I got for the local online auction. It's in the box. I'm not gonna unbox it right now. I got it from that guy Kent that gave me the skateboard. I got this autographed basketball. Sorry, it's a little deflated. I'll have to inflate it. But it has Billy Donovan from the Florida Gators, which again is like right down the street from here. I think I live an hour from that college. So this is a cool piece. I'm gonna put this in the local auction. There again, I'm not gonna sell any uncertified autographs on eBay. It's a huge gamble, it's a huge risk to your account. I do not recommend doing it. And even certed autographs can be fake. You really only wanna sell autographs if they're certified by the JSA, James Spence Autos. They're definitely well known in the industry. Beckett Authentic. So there are companies that are reputable, but there's more companies that aren't reputable than are. So you really got to be like walk on thin ice when it comes to autographed memorabilia. But there again, this is going in the local auction, so I don't have to worry about all that risk. We got a Remington Mac 10 die cast truck. Perfect condition in the original box. I paid $20 for this. I think I should be able to sell it for like maybe $55 to $70 plus shipping. So it'll be a good flip. This was the absolute buy of the day. As you can see, this guy had $250 for all on the box, and I paid him $200 for this box. It is full of RC airplane motors and parts. And I looked up a couple of these. Like I looked up this engine right here. I should be able to sell this for $60. I looked up, I think it was this engine here, I think was selling for around 100. So I'll get my money back off 3 engines out of this box, and there's at least 15 plus propellers. This could easily be close to $1,000 in this box, and I only paid $200. This is a great item. Some of the stuff still has the original paperwork, which is hard to find with these RC motors, especially some of these are like on the vintage side. I got these 4 PSA graded Michael Jordan cards for $10 each, 40 bucks. But I'm a card collector, and these aren't like high-end cards. I like to sell like higher-end cards. There's like his college card from the North Carolina set. And here's another one the lady had 15 on, but it would have been 45 if I paid the asking price. So when I walked up, I just said, will you take 40 for all 3 of these? And she accepted. So we'll put these in the online auction. And I think usually when I list stuff like this, especially Jordan cards, they usually go for like around $20 each on that local platform. So if I can get $20 each plus buyer's premium for this, even $15 each, it'll be a cool flip. And I just like to bring cool, quality, unique items to the auction. And even if I'm making like a small margin, it's still worth it for me, because if I can get somebody to like this card and bid on this one card, and I have 300 lots in that auction, then they're more inclined to look at all the other 299 items and maybe buy 5 or 10 items from me just because they spotted this one card that they had to have. Got some Michael Kors women's shoes, really nice with the logo, which I thought was cool. They're clean, they've never been used. The lady was asking 20, which I gladly paid because I think they should easily sell for 60 or 65, especially with the logo print and being brand new in the box and being Christmas time. So I'm gonna get these listed in the next couple days and hope maybe someone will buy them this week as a Christmas gift. Okay, so the last few items is a bunch of small stuff. Most of this is going in my online auction, but I'm just gonna run through it real quick. We got these handcuffs. These are actually, I'm going to sell these on eBay. They're selling for like $30 or $40. I paid the person $10 for them. They don't have the key, which kind of sucks. If they had the key, they'd be 50 plus all day. But I should still get 35 for them because they do make keys you can get for them. This is an MCM wallet. I'm almost positive it's a replica. So I'm going to put that in a local auction. It was $1. So even if it sells for 6, 8, 10 bucks, it's going to be a good flip on that platform. And I love the way that works out, because let's say I run 300 lots on there and they average $10 plus, it's still a $3,000 auction for me, plus the huge buyer's premium at 16%, another $450 like in my pocket. So yeah, those auctions work out great for me, great for liquidating stuff. So I like to find unique, cool stuff to throw in there. Show you a few more items I'm going to put in the local online auction. I got a couple of these $half, which I got 2 of them, so I'll put those together. I thought this was a cool piece for only $4. It's actually a piece of like an asteroid or meteorite, like a little piece in there. And then we have another one, which is authentic space meteorite. See, I only paid $3 for it, but these I'll put in the local online auction and people will bid on them. I put $3 for these old tokens. I'll put those together. There's actually 2 or 3 in that bag. I thought this was cool, an Apollo 11 space coin. So I'll put that in there as well. And then I got 4 of these Honer Blues Band harmonicas. I'll look these up on eBay. I don't think they have a lot of value, so they'll probably end up in the local auction as well. Got a bunch of magazines for firearms. So these are going to be sold in the local online auction just to get rid of them. I got a nice Schrade knife. This one I might keep. It's like razor sharp. It'd be good to have around here for opening boxes and stuff. This the guy gave me for $10. It's actually like a real firearm. He said it was like a training firearm or something. So I don't know if it's like designed to shoot like live blanks or what. It's really old. Still has action though. So yeah, it's a nice little piece for $10. And I can sell this locally. It's made in Italy. It has RTS there on the handle. So I'll look it up, you know, if it's selling really good on eBay, if it's something I can even sell on there, I might consider doing so. But for now, I'm planning on selling it in the local online auction, but I gotta do a little bit more research on this. They're one of my absolute favorite things to find and sell. They're war photography. Now, these are cool because on the back, I didn't even realize this till just now, it says like where they're at. See, this one says Laos, so these are Vietnam pictures. Saipan. So yeah, these are just really cool. It's just mostly like soldiers. Looks like they're at base there. You can see a couple hundred guys. Just looks like they're getting ready for a battle or something. Then you can see like they're on the canal or the river. I paid the guy $10. Looks like we have about 25 photos here. So I should be able to get like 40 or 50 bucks for the stack. But these are always fun to look at, take pictures, and it's always fun to find them a good home. But that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to share the haul with you guys, show you guys everything I got. If you got local big sales in your area like this, like huge flea markets, or especially this one, which is like a pop-up event, they seem to do really well and you can get a lot of good stuff. Now what you have to be on the lookout for is there's a lot of dealers at these things, which are people like us. They're going out getting their own inventory. They're looking up sold comps, and you see that a lot out there where somebody's selling like a pair of sneakers for $50. You look them up on eBay and you know that you can only sell them for maybe $59. So if you find people like that, you just don't waste your time at those booths, and try to find the people that are out there actually trying to get rid of stuff, or normal people that are just trying to downsize their collection or to get out of a collecting habit, or just, you know, moving some estate sale inventory from their family. There's a lot of different situations where people go to those events to sell. So you want to find those people that are more inclined to give you good deals where you can make money on the back end. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the haul, and I haven't done one of these videos in a while. So I appreciate you guys for watching. To all the new subscribers, I know we have a lot of new subscribers from the last video that kind of blew up. Thanks for watching this one, and if you made it this far, I appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, do that for me. And until next time, peace.